Welcome to the TPC Desktop video series. In this video, let's take a deeper look at prioritizing Traverse drawing settings. In the sneak peek video, I showed you this drawing. It comes out of this plat for a boundary line adjustment, and I said I want to draw lot 4 and show the adjoiners. So this is what we did. We created lot 4, but we wanted to show lots 3 and lots 5 on either side. And then we prioritize lot 4 so that this shared line gets drawn by lot 4 instead of lot 3, which comes first. So the general rule in Traverse PC is whatever traverse comes first in the sequence draws that line that it shares with another traverse. Well, in this particular case, I wanted lot 4, which came second, to take precedence over lot 3. And I said, okay, let's go into lot 4. Let's go into the Traverse drawing settings, advanced. Let's tell it we want it to prioritize the point symbols and the lines. Now, I use this prioritizing in conjunction with the unique drawing settings. So I said, in addition to prioritizing these, I also want to do that only in this particular drawing. So I said, create those settings just for this drawing, this unique drawing settings. So it's not going to perpetrate into other drawings, it's just this one. I did the same thing with lot 3 here, by the way, and lot 5. I said I want to draw them as adjoiners with these adjoining line types and no symbols and this kind of a lot layout or lot label here. So I went into Advanced and I said draw the control points and the lot labels this way just for this drawing. So now I can come in and pick the line type I want. For the lot labels, I can pick an outlined font if that's what I want, or just set the color that I want. Okay. So Traverse PC now is going to draw it just for this drawing this way. Let's go ahead and create a drawing for lot 5 now. Let's kind of walk back through some of these steps. So let's go ahead and create drawing for lot 5. We'll drag this over here. We're going to say lot 5. And we're going to tell Traverse PC that we want to use some kind of a template. I'm going to choose a mortgage, but I could easily create any kind of template that I wanted to for this. Okay, so here's my lots that are tagged, and I just need to go in and tag the ones I want now. So I don't need 3. I still want 4. I want 5. And I want this copy of projected, here we go, offset. So I've got a radius offset that's exceeded here somehow. I think it's this one up here until I change a scale in here. So let's go ahead and tell Traverse PC that I want to window some extents here. Let's go ahead and zoom, window extents. And I'm going to pick up just part of lot 4, all of lot 5, and just a little bit more of this lot down here. Okay, as soon as I do that now, Traverse PC is free to pick a new scale, and I can come in and tell it now that I want to do 30 feet to the inch. And I can drag this down a little bit, or I can say, you know, I want just a little bit more or a little bit less of that. I'll sometimes come into this and create a rectangle around that also. Let me show you what that looks like. So I'm going to come into, make sure I'm in survey space. I'm going to draw a rectangle, and I want the rectangle to be around just a little bit of lot 4, all of lot 5, just a little bit of the adjoiners. Okay, and then I'm going to right click this rectangle and say clip the survey to that object. Say yes, I'm going to hide it. And then I'm going to go into the layers, tools, layers, and I'm going to tell it I want all of the fills, lot labels, point labels, symbols, areas, all to clip to that. So see how it takes care of all that for me? Looks kind of nice. And now I can go ahead and pick this up, maybe put it over here, drag this down a little bit where I want it. And I've got room for everything I want to do on this drawing. So let's go ahead and just kind of set this up the way we want. I'm okay, let's say, with these adjoiners because they're already drawn with kind of this lighter color. But lot 4 isn't right. I need to take care of that. So let's go into lot 4. And I'm going to tell it recall a setting called adjoiners or adjoining lots. I'm going to say adjacent lots. So that's where I get that dashed line and the lighter color. And I'm going to tell Traverse PC only do this for the this drawing. So I want control point settings and lot label settings to be unique. And I'm going to make sure that the lot is labeled. And I don't know if I have to unclip it to bring that down into space or not, but I'm going to do that. And I'm looking for the outline only. Okay. Okay. So now you see I've got this adjoining lot 4 drawn with this dashed line and kind of the lighter color. But look what it did. It's controlling this line now that I'm sharing with lot 5. And same way with the point symbols over here. Lot 5 drew the label because lot 4 didn't have any labels. It told it not to label anything. So let's use prioritizing Traverse drawing settings to get what we want. So we're going to go into anything that's drawn by lot 5. I don't have to click the lot label. I can put the cursor over this label. Do you see how in the tooltip it says lot 5 at the first line? So I can double click this now and I bring up the Traverse drawing settings for lot 5. I'm just going to go into advanced. I'm going to tell it I want the control point and the lot labels to be unique for this drawing. And I'm going to tell it I want to prioritize so that I get the point symbols I want and I get the lines that I want. I already have the line label I want, so I don't need to check that. And I'm not going to put point labels up on this drawing, so I don't need that. And then let's just go back into the control settings and find our set rebar. Here we go. Okay, let's OK this. Do you see what Traverse PC did now? It said this line is now drawn by lot 5 instead of lot 4. This line, if I put the cursor over it, if you look in the tooltip there, it's drawn by lot 4. So I changed this line that was drawn by lot 4 to be drawn by lot 5 because I prioritized it. And it's the same way with these symbols here. So lot 4 had the first shot at these symbols because it's a shared corner between the two lots. But I told Traverse PC now that I want lot 5 to take priority, and so it gets to draw that symbol the way it wants to, regardless of the sequence it is in the traverses. So this is how I come in now and create a lot 5 drawing, and I haven't disrupted my original plat. It still looks the way it always did. I haven't disrupted the lot 4 drawing, so I don't have to rearrange traverses or organize them to get what I want. I can simply do that by prioritizing now. And you're going to find this really greatly enhances the workflow when you've got small subdivisions and you need to create these individual parcel maps like this. This just makes it a breeze inside of Traverse PC to create these the way you want. Now notice, look, I've got a line label down here that isn't right because it's drawn by that other traverse. Okay, so we could simply come in and prioritize that as well and get exactly what we want.